Well guys, in the past week, a few Labour MPs couldn't resist showing us all why ministerial posts should require an IQ test, because these tits stuck their foot right in it, and of course the internet roasted them for it.
Oh, how fun!
First we had this Pons completely ballsing up what you would call a train wreck of an interview about donations for clothes.
I recognise that, but I also recognise that in our country there isn't a budget for the Prime Minister's clothes or his wife's clothes. In some countries, there's a substantial budget. I've just come back from America where there is a substantial budget to ensure that the US President and the First Lady, their appearance can never be challenged. That is not the case in our country.
Oh yes, you heard that right. David Lammy just tried to justify Keir Starmer taking a shitload of money to buy his wife's clothes because the UK taxpayer doesn't provide a budget for multi-millionaires' work clothing.
You fucking prat!
This not only shows you what an out-of-touch, demented champagne socialist this tosspot is, but it also shows you how Labour think taxpayers' money should be there to fund their own extravagant lifestyles, despite spending years accusing the last government of doing just that. In fact, the 75 grand it originally was sounds a lot like the donation Boris Johnson got to decorate number 10 that Starmer and Lammy shat the bed over a few years back. Of course, Labour called that lobbying cash, while this they claim is just the closed budget, which brings us nicely on to the latest one, Jess Pisslips, who not only sat there defending Starmer acting like Oliver Twist, begging please sir I want some more, but tried to deflect like the best of them when her own hypocrisy was exposed on this.
Jess Phillips, you tweeted in August 2022 about then the Prime Minister Boris Johnson. I assume Boris Johnson is busy trying to find a donor to pay his energy bills and can't make the time to govern our country and come up with any plan to help with yours. There are a lot of people out there who would want to see Keir Starmer get things right, whether it's the winter fuel allowance or it's the issue out in Gaza, whatever it might be going on. But would you say the same thing about him, that he's too busy trying to find a donor to pay for his clothes or his Arsenal tickets?
No, because the difference between Boris Johnson and Keir Starmer is that Keir Starmer is actually governing the country. My chief complaint about Boris Johnson, and I have to say, since, as you say, I'm a very powerful person now that I'm a minister, I've been a minister for 11 weeks and I have had to pick up things that have been waiting on this very...
Oh, I don't think she liked him bringing up that, because the response she was told to give there was pretty piss weak and she knows it. I mean, imagine your best response to your own hypocrisy being exposed was to say Starmer's different because he's actually governing the country, despite a few days ago him being spotted taking hospitality at the Arsenal football match. I don't know about yous lot, but I don't call that getting on with governing the country, do you?
Far right.
This shows just how out of touch they all bloody are. I mean, Lammy's talking about clothing budgets for rich twats tarts, while they steal pensioners' winter fuel payments and send 600 million of it to Ukraine.
What a wanker.
Governments usually piss in our pocket and tell us it's raining. This one's pissing in our face and laughing at us while they do it. I doubt that'll end well for them if they carry on though.
Pandemic.
We're